We all love Zaxby, but we love that hot honey mustard that they put on their chicken. And I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to make it with this copycat style recipe. Let's go. All right, let's get to it. So let me tell you what we have here. So right back here, we have our chicken fingers or tenders. So guys, the only thing I did was I took about 3 chicken breasts and I just sliced them up into fingers. Right here we have our egg wash, we have flour, we have some baking soda, honey, buttermilk, sugar, onion powder, salt, ranch dressing, seasoned salt, some yellow mustard, black pepper, paprika, cayenne pepper, more baking soda, and we have more flour over there. So these are the ingredients. Now, I know it looks like a lot, guys, but listen, when you want to eat good, you have to put a little effort into it. So don't be telling me, man, that's a lot of ingredient, too much work. Shut up. Let's get to work. All right, let's go. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, as always, we're going to salt our chicken. You know, just put a little salt on it. So when you bite into it, you at least have a little flavor in your meat. And we're going to top that off with a little pepper. You know, you could put as much or as little as you want right here. You don't even have to use any salt or pepper if you don't want. But I like to, you know, season mine here like this. All right, so just like that, we're gonna go ahead and set this aside. All right, so now we're gonna mix our wet batter and we're gonna add our buttermilk in here with our eggs, our baking soda, and our flour. And we're just gonna get at a mix like that. All right, so we have all that mixed really well. So we're gonna move this aside and we're gonna usher in our flour and we're gonna get that mixed up also. And we're gonna start by adding our sugar, our salt, baking soda, black pepper, paprika, onion powder, seasoned salt, and cayenne pepper. And I forgot to mention we're gonna add a little Adobo Seasoning. Listen, this bread should be off the charts, and we're just gonna give this a mix like that. Get it all combined. And y'all already know I'm gonna taste my flour to make sure it's straight. All right, so this is what we have. Now we're gonna move this aside and bring over a bowl. And now we're gonna start preparing our honey mustard. So we're gonna add our honey here, our mustard, our ranch dressing, and we're gonna add a little cayenne pepper to that. And we're gonna give this a mix. Guys, look at how beautiful that sauce is. All right, now we have everything mixed. This is what I like about that recipe. You mix everything, and now it's time to go in for the home run. So we're gonna start getting these pieces battered up and off into this fryer, all right? Let's continue. All right, so it's time to start the battering process. So you know how we're gonna do it. No double dipping this time. We're just gonna drop our chicken into our wet batter. You wanna do a few pieces at a time, not a couple. You wanna move that around. Then you just wanna take as much excess, shake as much of the flour mixture off, and then move it over here to your flour. And you wanna get it mixed into your flour, making sure that you press down on it to get that flour to, you know, stick to it. This helps to give it that nice crispy texture that we're looking for. And what we're gonna do is shake off the excess, and we're just gonna add them to I got a little rack here, back here, that I'm gonna lay them on while I finish the rest of them and our oil comes up to temperature. I already got our oil preheating to 350 degrees. So once we finish this, it'll be ready to go. All right, so let me go ahead and get this done so we can move over to our fryer. All right, so we have them all breaded. Like I said, I have my grease over here at 350 degrees heating up. So we're gonna move over here to our pot so we can get these babies baptized in that hot grease, all right? All right, so now it's time to get these babies in here. We're gonna go ahead and start dropping them in here. And guys, depending on how many pieces you have, you may have to cook them in batches because you don't want too many of them in here because you know what it'll do, it'll cool your oil down. So I'm gonna stick a few in here, several in here. I may have to cook about 2 batches. And we're gonna cook these till they're golden brown. You know, as they rise to the top, you know that these babies are ready. Okay, so we're about 6 or 7 minutes in. We're gonna start removing our chicken fingers. This is what we're looking for in terms of color, guys. I'm just gonna sit them on here on this cooling rack and allow them to rest and let this oil drip off of it while we cook our second batch. And we're gonna let this oil get back up to temperature, because we want these babies hot when we set them back in, when we drop our second batch in there. Man, those things look good. All right, so we're up to temperature for our second batch. Let's go ahead and drop these in here. All right, guys, so it looks like we are there with our second batch. We're gonna go ahead and pour these babies out too. Man, look at how crisp these are. Man, look at that. This is what we have, so we're gonna go ahead and get them sauced up. So we'll just move back over to our cutting board. All right, so now that we're at our cutting board, it's time to get these babies sauced up with some of that hot honey mustard. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take our prepared honey mustard sauce and we're just gonna pour it over our chicken just like that. Oh man. Let's get these babies tossed around in here real quick. Make sure they all got some of that sauce on them. We got to toss these babies. Let's get them moved around in here. And guys, take a look at that. Oh man. All right, so let's go ahead and get these babies on a plate and we can get into quality control. All right, so this is quality control. Man, this smells so good. Jesus, it smells good. Guys, take a look at that. Ooh. All right, man, we fixing to get, I got my napkins here because I know I'm gonna start licking my fingers. But guys, I gotta show you this bad baby I bitten. Looking at the whole time. Look at that honey mustard on. Let's go ahead, let's not waste no time. Oh my goodness. God, when you stand and look at your food like that, or like this, you know it's good when you just look at it. Forgive me, but I can't look at y'all right now. Nothing to say about it. It's chicken tenders, guys. It's honey mustard. The way you season your flour, egg mixture, and that honey mustard is the key to everything. So guys, if you like Zaxby's and you want to make a copycat hot honey mustard recipe, this is it. If you don't know what Zaxby is, you don't have them in your area, you need to make this recipe. So until then, I'm your cook. Y'all already know who I am. I'm Spinelli. This is All Wings Everything. And remember, I'm not a chef. I just cook a lot, and now I'm out. Peace.